Okay. Hey, there's my headphones. All right. Cool. Let's see. I think my camera's in focus. Yeah, there we go. That's better. Hey everybody, what's going on? My name is Chris. Sandy is over here next to me. Hope y'all are having a great evening. See if we can get some chat stuff going on. Should do. I'll check in on it in a bit. All right. Hey, Tracy's in the house. What's up, Tracy? How you doing? Tracy says, "Hi, kids." Yes, yes, we are big kids. Let me make sure that my chat window is actually going to be fully viewable. I'm going to move it over just a smidgen. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, I think that ought to work pretty well. All right, Tracy's in the house. Yeah, we're doing good. We're doing good. So I got some gingerbread collection stuff so I can begin my I keep wanting to say drills and chills because I've been saying it for too much straight. I want to begin my Jingle Drills canvas, which is a diamond painting event. It is awesome. Uh, Tomorrow I will have some information about jingle drills that will pop up in chat for you guys who don't know. But maybe Tracy can explain it for us really quick while I make sure that I am properly set up for diamond painting. Uh, I just put this these placers into this pin that I made, and then I banged it real hard on the counter and filled it up with like wood chips and stuff. So now I gotta replace my putty in here, but it's just on the one side, thankfully. I'm gonna use some Art Dot blue colored putty real quick like that. It's my favorite stuff in the world. I say favorite stuff like I've tried a bunch of this, but I really haven't. It's just the only one that I've tried, and I mean, it works well enough for me. So it's good enough for me. I think they have like three colors of the putty. There's like purple, pink, and blue. Some of them are more sticky than the others, and less sticky or so. But I think the blue is kind of in the middle, and it's probably the most common that people use. Let's see if I can zoom out a little bit and show you guys what I'm working with. So hold on a second. This is going to get weird while I move some stuff around. So please bear with me. Oh no, you can see my Christmas belly. My belly. All right, we are doing a make market um, canvas. This one is called I think it's just called fireplace. Pretty simple. but I think it's like what 53 colors, and the canvas size is 16 inches by 20 inches. I'm not sure what that is in maple units. That's what I'm going to call Canadian units from now on, maple units. We don't do metric system. They're maple units. And if you're from Canada, calm down. I'm just being silly. It's cute. You think it's cute? I think it's cute too. This is a square drill canvas too. And like there's a good amount of color. Like there's a lot of like brownish red tones just due to it being kind of a fireplace. But like there's going to be some nice glow in here. There's going to be lots of twinkly, sparkly things here on this side in the tree, and then like the wrapping on the presents is going to be a lot of fun. And then look at all these twinkling lights that are here in the fireplace. Like that's going to be awesome. So for this canvas, I could use one of my uh, standard rulers, which uh, should work pretty well with this canvas. Actually, I think it is not the XW ruler. It's actually the square. Sandy, do we have a mini square over there? A mini square ruler? She's gonna find one for me. If not, I'll have to go to the warehouse and get one. Oh, are you gonna go to the warehouse? She's gonna go to the warehouse and get one. Yay! The warehouse is literally she just has to stand up and reach in the bin. Hey, there we go. Okay, so for the make markets, I have found that my standard ruler um, works fairly well, and I'll move this camera and zoom in a bit so that you can see exactly what I'm talking about. Do, 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 do. All right, I'll let that camera refocus. We'll just put that there. So ideally, what we're looking for when we place this on the canvas is we want three three drills wide or three symbols wide in each of the sections, and it's a little rotated. Yeah, about like that. Excellent. And we'll pull it down just a smidge just to make sure. Yeah, there we go. And we are square to the canvas. And like all we got to do is peel down the protective covering on there and stick this down to the glued surface of the canvas. And then we can just paint inside of all of these lines here and end up with straight drills. When we get done with that part, we'll pull this off. And the part that was covered up by the splines here, we'll have to fill in those sections. And then we'll move on to the next section. You totally could paint it like that. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to use this doohickey. This is called a canvas window. Oh, and yes, things will get a little weird again. I really do apologize for this, but I only have so many cameras. But a canvas window is this doohickey. Well, this in and of itself is the window. It is a 3D printed frame that I make and sell in my coffee store. You can find the link down there at the bottom, and you can use code JingleDrills25 to save 10% off. Um, it comes with what I call sliders, although they're not really meant to slide. One is vertical, and the other one is for horizontal use. I call this sliding open a window. Right, so you can slide the window open and closed. And I call this rolling up the window, rolling down the window. And as you might have guessed, these two sliders control how large of a section you want to work on, right? So if you like to work in smaller sections but larger width, then you would use this and you could control how tall that section is. If you're like me, I like to kind of work in blocks and squares. So I might work in a section this size, and then I'll slide open the window to some more to work in this size section, and I'll slide that open some more here to work in this size section. That putty's not working for you. What? Why isn't the putty working for you? That's sad. It should work for you. And I might have to tune up the timer on that Discord link. If the Discord link keeps blowing up my chat, I'll have to tune up that timer. But I wanted to make it automated so that I wouldn't have to post the link there every 5 minutes. But the first thing we need to do is we need to set up our canvas for the window. So let me show you how to do that. So we got this protective cover on our canvas, and we need to cut away a section of the protective cover that's as large as our window. So that way we have a glued surface in which to stick our window to. So what I like to do, put that there to keep the window from like squishing down. And I've got this cool little ceramic pin here. And huh? Yeah, I found it. Yeah, I found my ceramic knife. So, and I just like to make a little cut. You don't have to actually press down too hard. I'm just gonna drag that along the edge there, and then and let's see if I was actually able to cut through. Yep, for the most part I was. Yay. So then we'll just peel all that off. Not as cleanly as I'd have hoped for a YouTube video, but it is what it is. Okay, cool. So there's our plastic wrap, and we're going to save this. This will come in handy, and I'll show you why. So now we need to align our window with our canvas. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to choose this upper corner here, and I'm just going to make sure that this inside edge is set up on the outside edge. And I'm going to do that all the way across for the top. Sandy's already done this for her canvas. And then I'm just going to check, especially along the bottom, and make sure that things are looking lined up. I really got to get in here to see this. All right, and then I'm just going to push that down into the glue. Nice and tight, and I think we look pretty good. I'm just going to give that just a little squeeze down. There we go. Cool. So now we have this large area in which to work in. This is open glue. So now I have to decide how much of this do I actually want to paint at one time. Obviously, I'm probably not going to finish this tonight. Maybe I will, but it would be a few hours before I did. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to cut it right here. So I'm going to take the front edge of this, and I'm going to match it up here. And let's zoom in again. So we'll lower our camera back down. That way you can get a good view of what I'm doing. Yeah, there we go. I think it's going to be pretty good. Okay, cool. So now we've got the front edge of this, and I'm going to line it up with this row of drills here. I don't want to immediately push this into the canvas because it'll get stuck in the glue. So I'm just going to push that down, and I like to push it down with the leading edge first. And once that looks aligned, then I'm going to rotate it back, and I'm just going to push that down. Cool. So now our work surface over here is defined. I could also work in this area here, but I'm not going to do that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to protect our area over here. Since we're not going to be painting in this area, I'm just going to put this plastic right here, and I'll use my knife and I'll cut some of this away. Because we don't need it. Cool. And we can still save this if we wanted to, but we don't need it right now. So now we've got our work side and our prep side. I've got all of my drills all kitted up. We're ready to go. I've got my reading glasses just in case. I got some extra magnification. Oh yeah, baby. Look at that. Make it big. I've got my single by 8 placer if I need it, but for now I'm just going to use my 4 by 1. I think that'll be plenty enough. And as you can tell, I'm using a holiday themed placer that I made. Let me see. Do I have any other toys in here? Ah, yes, I do. I made something just for my own personal holiday spirit. So I'm gonna put that on there. Then I'm just gonna attach Santa to it. So now attached to the top of my ruler is Santa there. So he'll hang out with me. Yay. If you think this is cool, and you'd like to have one, hit me up in chat. So I don't know what to do with this. I was just goofing off one day, and I was like, you know what? To make it even more holiday themed, what could I do to my canvas window to make it more holiday themed? And I'm like, I can do that. in. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to disable that trigger there, and I also need to go over here and check my. Oh, look, Olaf from Calgary, the Ms. Biz. Wow. All right, I knew that I had some chats missing, and I'm like, where are my freaking chats? What the heck? All right, cool. So Maria Vissen, hey, what's up? Love this diamond painting. Awesome. Ola from Calgary. Ms. Biz, the squares are so hard. They are not hard. I thought the squares were hard as well, which is the reason why I came up with this doohickey here to help me out. And then I came up with this doohickey to help me out even more. So I got all my stuff together. Heck yeah. Well, I try to make it seem like I have all my stuff together. And not always is that the case. Heck yeah. So I'm just gonna pop out all of these chats because I wanna see what you guys are saying. So if I've missed your chat, I am so sorry, but I'm gonna go in here and try to say hi. Oh, I got some notifications. Somebody mentioned me in the VIP club. No, I don't want to exit live producer to go and see that. Um, where is my chat? Do I need to make my screen bigger? Well, it's because, doggone it, I am going to remember one of these days about Facebook and going live on Facebook, and it doesn't automatically like go live like other stuff does. So let me see. How do I pop out this chat? Pop out chat. Cool. Got some nice chill music playing. Awesome, awesome. So now we should be able to get rid of that. What is that? Fiora roaring, open cheap viewers. Oh, come on, man. We don't want this stuff. That's from Twitch already. No. Go away, bro. So we're just gonna put that over there. I'm gonna try to get my stuff together. Let's see. YouTube I can actually see, but I still want it. Because last time I missed so many comments and I felt bad. Yeah, there we go. And since Tracy's in the only one in YouTube, I'll just put her over here. Now I've got everybody on my screen so I can see everyone everywhere. Yeah, you like this? You think it's cute? I think it's cute too. All right, so let's take a look at it. We'll start up here in the corner. And see, I've got to use my chart here because I'm unfamiliar with all of these, but it looks like mostly letters. So what is this? This is like it's like a square, but it's like half brown, half white. Where's my half brown and white square at? Is that supposed to be black? Is that what that is? Ah, God, we're off to a bad start already. I've not done a make market yet. The last thing I want to do is screw it up. But that's got to be number 41, which is pretty dark. But it is pretty dark in that corner there. There's also number 7, so let's pull a few of these. So I see some 7s in there, so we're going to need some 7s. Why is 7 very red? That doesn't make any sense at all. What? What? And then 31. 31 is more red. Those have got to be our sideways arrows. But the sideways arrows aren't even red on the chart. What? Okay. Do not tell me that they put reds and do not tell me that they put red right facing arrows and plus symbols on the same. Oh no, heck no. Look at this. We are going to the reading glasses already. We're like 2 minutes in and it's like freaking reading glasses time. It's, oh, oh, they did those. Oh my God, are you serious? 30 and 31. Let me show y'all this mess. 30 and 31. One of them is a right facing arrow, and the other one is a plus sign that looks just like a right facing arrow. That's 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 diabolical. That's, that is diabolical. Oh my God, Sandy. Oh my God, you. That's diabolical. Who? That is the most savage thing. Oh man. Okay. So I feel like, you know what? Let's just. All right. So number 30 is the plus sign. So let's just deal with number 30. Holy crap. I'm using one of my trays that I made. Lovely tray, multiple inserts. Mm. Okay. Just to double check. Number 30 is the plus signs. Oh my God. That you kid, but I might actually need that. All right. Yeah, my focus should be locked now. All right. This. So Sandy says they do this kind of mess all the time. Well, they must do it like with a make market or something, because I have yet to encounter this on any of the canvases that I've worked on. They are very faceted drills, though, and I think they might even be slightly taller drills than um, DAC drills, or at least the way they're cut looks like they're taller. I'm not sure yet. It's inconclusive. Now, usually for me, um, first off, painting is well. What happened to my tweezers? Then oh, they're over here. I was about to accuse Sandy of stealing my tweezers. What was I saying? Oh, I'm not a fast painter, but usually whenever I start painting, not start a painting, but when I start a painting session, I usually single place for a little bit until I kind of get used to like how the putty in my pen is behaving, how sticky the canvas is. And then like once I feel comfortable, then it's like okay, I can, paint at a little faster pace. But with this, I'm just trying to be super careful, so that I get the colors in the right spot. It was a hard choice as to what to do for Jingle Drills because I've got Abraham Hunter's Christmas Magic, which I feel like I've wanted for a lifetime. um, and it finally was restocked, and I jumped on it. I was like, yes, okay, got to get it. I'm gonna get it. This is my time. So I grabbed that one, and then I got two paintings from the like Christmas event that the Diamond Art Club had a couple weeks ago, and I got the one with the sad looking fairy next to the Christmas tree, and I got the one that has Santa and Rudolph, or Santa and some reindeer, um, together in a picture. And Sandy got like Twilight Town, which is like it's beautiful. It's like a snowy, cozy little town, bathed in yellow light from everyone's porch light. Like it's really pretty. And then she got the Christmas ornaments, not the one with the single ornament, but the one with like all the ornaments. That's very similar to the Easter one, that has all of the Easter eggs. But this one is just Christmas ornaments. But for expediency and for time, we both decided to just do the make market ones. Hey, Mystical is here. What's up, Mystical in the house? Yeah. Welcome to the stream. Hey, ladies, if y'all will let me know if the stream looks better, less pixelated, jittery, or whatever than the previous one, please let me know because I asked last time, nobody said anything, and then when I watched it back, I was like, oh my god, that's absolute trash. That is so horrible. Like if I would have known that it was like looking that horrible, I probably just would have ended the stream. But I am simultaneously streaming to um, Facebook and YouTube and Twitch all at the same time. Oh, you banned a bot? Hey, thank you very much for that. Always appreciate the band hammer going down on the bots. Got to get them out of here. Mystical, how are you doing? Are you doing some painting? What are you painting? You decided on the cottages for jingle drills. Is it the one that I just described, the cottages from the Christmas event that DAC had, the Christmas sale, a little while ago? If it's Twilight, I think it's called Twilight Town. Oh, was there really? There was more. Oh, okay. Ah, Mystical, you'll have to send me a picture of it so I can see it. And I think Tracy started a DAC painting today because I think she was saying something about how nice the drills were, and I was like, I know she ain't talking about a Timu canvas. I know. Once you step away from a DAC canvas and drills and you paint something else, it's it's pretty evident, isn't it? It's like, you know, I just stopped painting my Abraham Hunter Golden Adventure canvas to do this make market, and like the make market it's not horrible, but it is definitely a noticeable step down. You know what I mean? Oh, yes. Okay, cool. Hey, is this a make market? I think it is. Sandy, look at this. Is this a make market one? See, it's got the same blue numbers as mine. I think it is a make market. It looks familiar. Yeah, and it's a square drill canvas. It looks like a square drill canvas. Nice. All right. And she posted that straight to my Discord, which is awesome. Oh, it is a make market and it's square. Okay, cool. We're all doing make markets. Tracy already finished her make market. Yeah, yeah. Tracy did the poinsettias, which is what you're doing. Yep, I knew that. Tracy says I kept getting booted from that stream. It was weird, but you're not getting booted now, right? Like everything's cool now, right? Do, 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 do. All right, so that was all of the 30 that was on that canvas. So we can put that back. All right, 31. It says 31 are the right facing arrows. Mm. These must be acrylic drills because they're fitting in the lines here differently. Mystical says, "What's my Facebook page?" It's actually Chris Ziegler, the Diamond Brush. But if you do a search for the Diamond Brush, it should come up. If you do a search for like Chris, the Diamond Brush, it should come up. Yeah, Mystical. I just set up StreamerBot, so that I could get some like automated responses and posts and things like that for like the Discord and stuff, so that I wouldn't have to like manually put that stuff in. But the only one that I've gotten to so far is the Discord. My bad. I'll work harder. Don't beat me. We finally got like, well, we don't have everything like shipped from all those orders that came in a 24-hour period, but we're like out of shipping boxes. So like we have stuff made, but it's like we're waiting on shipping boxes, and the tracking info on the boxes that we ordered originally said Thursday they were supposed to show up, but it looks like they're going to show up like tomorrow evening. So like probably tomorrow around 5 o'clock, which means we'll miss the post office. So that sucks. But at least we'll have them, and we'll go ahead and do the tags for everything. We might actually do all of the labeling and stuff for it early. So as soon as we get the boxes, everything will already be wrapped up. All we gotta do is slap it in the box, throw a label on it, and then it'll go to the post office on Thursday morning. That would be awesome. Sandy, about how many orders would you say we could do? Maybe like 20 orders? Yeah, like if we got boxes yesterday, yesterday, tomorrow. If we got boxes tomorrow, we could probably do what, like 20 orders. I might have to print a few things, but I bet we could. Yeah, we could do 20. So we did basically 40 went yesterday. Uh 10 or 11 more went today. Four or five more will go tomorrow morning. Um and then um and then 20 more after that. And that's not counting the 30 that we sent over this past weekend. And that's including international orders to places like Poland, Germany, UK, Australia, uh, Canada. Sandy, I think there's another one going to Canada real soon, right? There's something in my eye. But Sandy is irritated with me now because she's like, "Hey, don't tell somebody you're gonna do something and then you don't end up saying that." And it's like, well, I'm fucking busy, okay? Oh, you found me? Okay, cool. What do you mean? Oh no! It's just the message says, "Hey, I found you," and then it says, "Oh no!" It's like, what version of me did you find? uh, it's, it's for whatever it is that you found. I do not apologize. I said what I said. That's what I said, and so hey. Are they all the window or variety items? Most of them are windows. Most of them are windows. And the night before last, I conducted an experiment, and I was like, you know what? Usually we just print 10 windows at a time on our largest machine because it's the most accurate. Yeah, we print 10 sets of sliders, I mean, on the largest machine because it's the most accurate, and the sliders are what needs to be the most accurate. and that takes like 8 hours. But I was like, you know what? Let's print 10 sliders on all the machines, even the kind of hobby level, non-commercial style 3D printers. Like let's print on those, and it worked out. We had a lot of post processing to do. Well, Sandy did. She did all the post processing, but it worked out, and we were able to get, instead of 10, we got 30 sliders in one night, which is like freaking awesome. But yeah, most of them are Windows. Oh no, was the response about being out of boxes? Yeah, if your hand really shaky or the cam, it might be the camera. Like that's me banging on the table, so that's the camera. But I wouldn't be surprised if it was the if it was my shakiness. I am like trying super hard to be accurate at the beginning, because when you're using the canvas window, as awesome as it is, like the beginning stage when the window is not full, when the section that you're working on is not mostly full of drills, if you let that get all out of whack, it will make it harder to actually finish the section. And if you've used the canvas window before and you've been a little bit sloppy, then you'll have experienced this. And this is basically just the tool telling you to be better, to pay more attention to where you put drills. And as you work more and more with the window, you get better and better at placing your drills. All right, cool, cool, cool. That fell off there. So I got all those arrows there. That was number 31. Mm-hmm. So let me put that away. You just do smaller sections. Yeah, it's the way that people use the window is super crazy. Um, I just like with any tool, like even with my rulers and stuff, and Elisa was discovering all sorts of ways to use, my original, XW square drill ruler, and I was like, oh, I didn't think of that. And somebody today was using it with rounds. On a Facebook group, they were showing a picture, and I was like, "Hey, you're using it with rounds. It's actually meant for squares." And they were like, "Yeah, I know that, but because it creates nice right angles in any size in a section, if you're just using it to establish a nice starting point of a square, once you have that nice starting point, then it becomes much easier to align your columns even on a round." And I was like, I, that didn't occur to me, but like, cool. And she really likes it for that, and of course she's excited to try it out with square drills as well. But I was like, oh, okay, you say I should do white next. Okay, okay, we'll do white next. We'll make it pop. um let's see. So where's our white? So white is color number 53. Shades of what? Red. Lots of shades of reds on the poinsettias for Sandy. She's she's complaining about how much red are in poinsettias. Like I said, who complains about, "Oh, there's too much red? There's too much red on these red flowers, damn it." You absolutely should listen to me because I'm the only one with a microphone. Are you not entertained? I need to speak louder so they can hear me. Nope. I'm not. I'm not even going to tell that lie that nobody wants to hear you. That's what I was about to say. And quite honestly, if you had a microphone, they would only talk to you. They would just forget I was here. He always conveniently forgets to give me a microphone. We only have one headset with a microphone. What are you talking about? Huh? I have my own headset. Oh, but the little Bluetooth adapter thing, I haven't charged in forever, so it's not charged up, so they won't be able to hear you. Yeah, yeah. Isn't that convenient? Well, I'll tell you what. If you want for tomorrow, if we finish our work early, I'll make sure that it's charged up, and then you can join the stream. How about that? How about that? Are you guys going to be here tomorrow if we stream tomorrow, right? So y'all can come hang out and talk to Sandy, and she can tell y'all all about how she spent a stupid amount of money buying Christmas ornaments for all of the grandkids. I mean, we could have bought a whole ass another 3D printer to get work done faster, but no, I have to keep up with tradition of the last 20 something years and keep buying these Christmas ornaments, which I'm not mad about. I'm really not. I think it's a cute and cool tradition. I'm just like, you know, it is it is very expensive. I'm not gonna lie to you. You can hear her. So send a mic to Sandy. Got it. Well, we have dual mics. The problem is like we have these nice wireless. They're called they're made by the company Rode, but they're called Wireless Go mics. It's a pair of them um, that we were wearing and talking into, and they're awesome. The problem is that we both can't hear um, chat like when we do the Discord chat at the same time without weird things happening. So what we actually need is like a podcast mixer, and we just haven't bought one because well we spend it on stuff for the business. Now some people might argue that hey, being able to interact with your customers on a live stream is part of your business, so you need to invest in that. Maybe, but we'll we'll see. I think if we're lucky this week, we might pay off two of our printers, which would be awesome. And then we'll see about reinvesting that in some sort of cheap but still elegant solution for the both of us being able to be on stream at the same time. Okay, Tracy, there's the white. She's gonna be like more white. I know it. I know she is. She wants me to finish the fur on the Santa boot on the stocking. I know she does. I know that's what the end game is. Look on Facebook Marketplace. So many are getting rid of them. Yes. Speaking of 3D printing, Mystical, how is your 3D printing adventure going? You're new to 3D printing. Let's see. Yes, the H2C. I did see it and I did see the price of it. It's a beautiful printer. Absolutely want one, but uh I gotta finish paying off the H2D first before I buy the H2C. But before I buy the H2C, I might actually buy the upgrade kit and just upgrade my H2D. And I expect the upgrade kit for it to be around 1,500 instead of the $3,000 for the full printer. So I might do that. Do white next. I want to know how you feel about it. How I feel about the white drills. I mean, they went down like white drills, nothing fancy. Number 28 is the slashes there. So let's do number 28. So we'll actually put 41 back, and we'll put 53 can go back up there. Number 7 can go there. So we'll do 28, which is kind of this grayish color. Are you serious? Gray next to the white? That's weird. I I guess, but look at that. Did I get that? Did I get that color wrong? Is that, I don't know. That's gonna look weird. But we'll see. We're forging ahead. We're forging ahead into unknown territory. We are explorers. All these slanted lines makes it so that you have to single place all this. Besides the weird height of the drills, they feel oddly tall compared to Diamond Art Club drills. Like they pick up really nicely. They stick down nice and flat. Like, I don't know. There is definitely a noticeable uh, the difference is in how it feels picking them up and putting them down with my placer. Tracy says no, it's shadowing. Some some idiot told hubby about 3D printers on Facebook Marketplace. We now have 4 printers in different sizes. Oh my god! Yeah, but mine is down, waiting on an extruder that came in today. Gonna install that tomorrow. Mystical, are you gonna install the extruder? Are you gonna replace the extruder? I think you should. Like, being able to troubleshoot your 3D printers is just a part of having a 3D printer. And like, once you know what to do, like, so many of these companies have like nice videos and tutorials. Plus there's tons of people on YouTube who've run into, the same or similar issues, so they've made videos. So there's a lot of places to get references and help, troubleshooting your printer. And kind of, once you know what to do, it's like, oh, okay, cool, not a problem. And a lot of times you might figure out that it's the same thing causing the error, so then you just learn to stop doing whatever was causing the issue, and then you're golden. Ah, well, those went down really nicely. I didn't even think about that. They darn near fell into place, which is like, perfect for diamond painting drills. That's exactly what you want to have happen. Oh, she said, yes, I can now take it apart and put it back together like a pro. Heck yeah. Heck yeah. Way to go. Also ordered parts from AliExpress because the plastic parts were falling. So you got metal versions. Nice. Yes, that does make a big difference, because a lot of times, to meet a price point, some of these printer manufacturers, like, they use metal, they use plastic on parts that are like meshing together, so they're just gonna wear out super fast. So going with that metal definitely is gonna increase reliability for sure. let's see, we need some L's. So L's are color number 12. So 11, 12, 13. So there's 12, color number 12, L. God, these are even darker. It's shadowing. Yeah, it feels a bit off. Yeah, like it feels like ah the shadowing feels like there's not enough gradient, like there would be on a DAC. It feels way darker than it should be, but that's okay if the painting follows the 10-foot rule, right? If you stand back from it 10 feet, then it all kind of congeals and meshes together and still looks awesome. Like I have no problem with that. But it's just a little bit disconcerting when it's like, okay, the gradients are not as gradient as they should be. But the painting is also what, $14 or something like that. And it's like $10 if you use your 30% off coupon. So you can't argue with a 16 by 20 painting with 53 colors coming in at $10. Like, please argue with me about that. And Mystical, was it you saying you got a window? You like the window? What do you like about it? I'd like to know. I don't get a whole lot of feedback, oddly, on these things, on anything that I that I print. Like it's not like people are like sending me emails like hey, I just wanted to let you know I really like this. Like I will say that the drills are different heights, and so trying to pick them up for multi-placing is kind of challenging. But I feel like the way that you can kind of get around that is just by using a lot of putty or a lot of wax, which I normally don't do. I usually level off my wax, like dead even with the metal of the placer, so that I don't have a lot of squeeze out. Because I find that if I have a lot of squeeze out with this putty, when I dip into the drills, when I try to pick up drills, I end up getting drills stuck to the side of the placer. You ever had that happen? Drills stuck to the side of the placer. I I'm gonna take I'm gonna take a glasses break because trying to read chat with my reading glasses on. Oh my god. Oh, you meant the drills were feeling a bit off when trying to pick them up. Yeah, yeah. Just because they're uneven heights. So if you're trying to pick up like multiples, you really kind of have to press hard and you kind of have to rock your multiplacer in the drills to make sure that you pick them all up. But they're also higher, like they're taller than DAC drills. And so that's probably the thing that makes them feel the weirdest is that they're taller. Is it, oh, you got four of the Make Markets Christmas diamond paintings. Nice. I wanted more, but I have so many paintings. I have to be judicious now. I was like, that's like back during the springtime. I was just like, yes, every Saturday, like I'll buy four. It was ridiculous, and now I'm just like, I'm gonna die before I finish these. It works on rounds or squares just by moving the slider around. You can work on a large or small and cover everything back up by lifting the slider and putting the release paper back and putting the slider back down. Yeah, I mean, yeah, you basically covered it. I am surprised at how many people are using. Um, God, see now I got to go back to my. I'm dropping drills. I am surprised by how many people are using the window with round drills. I'm just that surprised me. I did not expect that. Just because most of the time round the window works um, by pushing the drills up against each other, right? That's how things kind of stay aligned because the drills can't be misaligned because they're up against either the border frame of the window or they're smashed up against the other drills. But with rounds, there's a gap, there's a space between the rounds, unless you happen to be painting like the newest DAC painting, um, in which their round drills pretty much touch and click together like as if they were squares because they're so tight. So to see people using them with using the window with all sorts of different paintings and round at that, I'm like it is achieving what I wanted because of the slider's adjustability to work with multiple canvases. I just did not expect it to work so well with the round canvases. So now I can just see the future where there's only one tool. There's only one tool. There's no more multiple rulers. There's no more square and round rulers. Like, hey Chris, what do you sell out of your 3D printing shop? I just sell this thing called Canvas Window. It literally destroyed my business. You just buy that one tool and you don't need anything else. I'm lying, people. You need everything. Go buy everything. Help a brother out. All right, did I get them all? There's no more L's up there. Nope, it's just F and K's. I'm using it with all kind of diamond paintings, the Amazon cheapies, Make Market. Honestly, it works on everything. Don't come in my chat and say that. You're gonna encourage people to just buy one thing and then they're never visit my shop again. I'm gonna I'm gonna have to have like built-in obsolescence. It's like put some electronics in it that'll just shut off. Put some firmware in there that you're forced to update and then it bricks itself. It's like I can't use my window again unless I have the new 2026 firmware update for it. All right, so if we do F's, that's number six. Where's number six at? There it is. See now Tracy stopped me from doing the reds, and she's like, okay, you're on whites and grays now, which I think is more horrible than the reds. It's like, oh, what'd you paint last night? White and gray. It's like, oh, why don't you just go ahead and throw some sad beige in there too? DAC is a dream. Yeah, you're absolutely right, Tracy. I mean, every time I step off of like the DAC plantation, it's, that's that's a boy. That is a weird thing for a black man to say. But every time I paint something else, whether it be that Midnight Fox canvas that I have from Hobby Lobby, um, or it's a make market canvas, or like a Timu canvas that I painted. DAC, Dreamer Designs, like they're all vastly different. But the one that I go back to, the one that feels like home, that's it's the DAC canvas. It's that good. It really is. It's that good. Like you ask any car guy, like, all right, buddy, you're going to the track. You're going to the track. You're gonna let it rip. Like what car are you bringing to the track? Like is it a Bugatti? Is it a Ferrari? Is it a Lambo? What is it? Most of the time, a lot of track guys are going to be like, if I could only bring one, and it wasn't going to cost me a fortune to like change the oil and put new tires on it, I know what they're bringing. They're bringing a Porsche. It just it just is what it is. They're bringing a Porsche, and I feel like that's what DAC is. It is the standard. Is it the absolute best? Maybe. I don't know, but it's what everything else is judged against. It's like the reference. It's either better than DAC, which is rare. Hashtag not yet sponsored by DAC. Come on, guys. Come on. Or it's not as good as DAC. Like that's like if you feel that that's an incorrect statement, let me know. Hit me up in chat. What is your standard? What do you paint? And then when you paint something else, you're like, I don't like it as much as my Dreamer designs. I couldn't even get that out without smiling and laughing. You know what I mean? Like, you know, what's your reference standard for you know how good a painting can be? Like, what's your go-to? Like, man, I'm gonna buy a painting, and I'm gonna buy one that I know is gonna be good quality. The drills are gonna be awesome. Service is gonna be quick. Ordering process well laid out and simple. Like what? Hey, you be quiet over there with your sneezing. I'm recording. Okay, recording in session. You see the red light above the door, right? See, I can't pick up like more than one reliably. It's it's weird. It's like, is this make market? Is it gonna force me to paint this thing single placing? God, what a slog. No, that's what I'm doing is four. But you you shut up. Sandy's like, I don't have any problems. Mike, you shut up over there. Maybe for this painting, I will actually need to switch to traditional wax instead of putty. Maybe. I really don't look forward to doing that. But we might have to if we want to get done sometime this year. Then the red heart shaped stuff. I don't know. Well, yes. Yeah, there's all kinds of stuff out there. People have recommended to me some sort of glittery wax, galaxy or space wax or something like that. I can't remember what it is, but and they're like, it smells really good, and I'm like, who the fuck out there is like, just sniffing their wax? Are those the same people that be like late night in the paint aisle at Walmart? I'm joking. If you like the smell of your waxes and your putties, you go ahead and you just huff that right up. You just enjoy yourself.
It can be relaxing.
Maybe what?
It can be relaxing. Certain smells. Well,
I mean, yeah, that's what they all say when they get caught with that gold paint. It's just relaxing, officer. Let me see here. Let me finish up these last F's here, and then I'll take a look at chat, see what they talking about. There's probably a bunch of hate messages up there, like Jaded Gym Shop is the best canvas. I don't know. I've never painted a Jaded Gym Shop. I want to though, because people say lots of good things about them. So you know, in due time, we'll get there when we get there. All right, I think I got them all. Yep. Oof. Hmm. You only have one DAC. You plan on working with it in January after Jingle Drills. Okay. Go buy it. You need it in all the colors. Yes, heck yeah. Go buy all the rulers, all the windows in all of the colors, especially the gingerbread version, which is what I'm using. You see the brown with the white icing, and then the red and the green sliders. Like that's Christmas right there. That's gingerbread, right? You got the brown cookie, the white icing, and then you got the red and green sprinkles and decorations on top of that. That is literally the reason why it is called the gingerbread collection, because those four colors remind me of making gingerbread cookies. So if you wondered why, like what that has to do with gingerbread, that's the reason why, is because those are very common traditional gingerbread cookie colors, decorating colors. And I certainly didn't want to do friggin' Ralph Lauren Christmas for my diamond painting products. Yeah, you just need a window in all of the colors. You love the quality of DSC, you just can't afford them. And hubby's 3D printer obsession, I'll hit DP donations, destash it my way. Tracy must be painting because she's not talking much. She must be in her painting zone, yo. Which I mean, let's be honest, never a bad thing to be, in your painting zone.
Tracy can paint in her sleep.
She can paint in her sleep. Well, you're probably not wrong.
Any pictures that she finishes.
Faux show. Oh, you're not painting. She just chilling. Maybe my lo-fi beats are that good. All right, so we're looking for K. K is number 11.
I'm half done.
You're half done with the whole painting?
No,
Oh.
half done with the first
Oh
section.
my God, the grays just keep getting darker. Why did you have me do this? I was having fun with the reds, and I'm over here painting Gandalf the Gray now. Oh, and there's an F that I missed.
Oh, looky, I'm gonna go into some lighter colors now.
Oh, your asthma's acting up? Ah, I think that's an excuse. I think she's only not painting because she realized that she was going to finish her Jingle Drills canvas in like a week, and then she'd have like 5 more weeks of just sitting around waiting for the rest of us to catch up.
No, she'll just do 5 more paintings.
Yeah, she probably would just do more painting. She wouldn't care if we were behind. She see now it's a little easier to pick up these drills now that I have like a crap ton of putty in my placer. Ooh, look at some of this gapping already rearing its ugly head. Oh well, that just well that I fixed that real quick. Nice. I feel like the stocking fell in the fireplace with all the grays. Yeah, it is. It is very like the stocking is done, but yeah, it's very gray for sure. That is not the colors that I was anticipating. Yeah, it's a very it's been hanging up above the fireplace
All winter.
all winter. Oh come on, drill. What the really? Okay, that was a trash drill. I know this scene is supposed to also be like in a very dark room that's only lit by the Christmas tree and the glow of the fireplace. So like when I use my imagination and think about what that room would look like if I were standing in it, then yes, I can kind of get okay, yeah, everything's gonna be your dark colors gonna be really dark. So I expect that this is gonna look like a mostly dark canvas, and the Christmas tree and the glow of the fire are really gonna stand out against that dark shadowy background, or at least that's what I'm hoping. It's too early to tell. Tracy said it's been in front of the fireplace all year. But that's when I use my imagination. That's what I see. Is that yeah? It's been in front of the fireplace all year, or not all year, but it's what she's got me thinking like her now. Tracy's being a troll. She's trolling. Okay, so we're done with whites and mostly grays. What's left is like dark browns and reds. Let's see what else can we paint in here that'll be fun to paint. Let's paint these T's and S's. How about that? T is 20, so color number 20, 11, 12, 20. Ooh, a nice dark green. They actually used the stockings on their feet, washed. Now they're on the fireplace. See, that's the way to use your imagination. There you go, ladies. They wore them on their feet until they were dingy and dirty, and then they hung them up. They did not wash them. It really feels good to be able to sit here and like diamond paint and hang out with y'all, just because it just man, it's amazing what a couple of Facebook posts will do. And I'm make no mistake, I'm super thankful for it, but it was just absolutely surprising, and we just not prepared for that at all. What did I say I was painting? Number 20, which is T. Okay.
They need teas too.
Are you painting T as well?
Yep.
Haha. Is your T green?
Nope.
Ha.
Actually, it's a pinky color. Not really. I don't know. Salmon. Whatever this color is.
All right, these green drills are definitely a different size than say like the white drills.
Hmm.
They're not even filling up the square
Yeah, see,
on the grid.
I've got that problem. I even straightened this all out, and I've got gaps, and this little one right here is totally doesn't
Oh
fit.
yeah, yeah. If you're doing a make market with the intention that it's going to be like the tightest and most beautiful diamond painting, no, no. This is definitely a 10-foot diamond painting. Is you need to stand 10 feet back from this. Like turn your light board off. Don't look at it too up close. Hashtag not sponsored by Make Market. Is it well worth the $10 you can buy it for? Oh, absolutely. Is it better than most Timu paintings? It's from what I've experienced at Timu paintings, yes. But I haven't experienced everything that there is out there in diamond painting. So if you know better than I do, please let me know. The more I know, the better I get. I know that's their problem, the different size drill kits. Knowing all that, I would still do the seasonal kits. I think I think it's going to come out nice. I think it's going to look pretty good. I'm not seeing anything here that would be like, oh man, I'll never paint a make market again. Nope. Yeah, I mean it's now if I were paying $70 or $80 for a diamond painting kit, then absolutely yeah, I would expect better. And so far, for the companies where I've paid that amount of money, that's what I've gotten is better. But like I said, for $10, heck yeah, rock on with this. I feel festive. I've got my festive gingerbread colored diamond painting tools. All right. Yes, I did tell her that you threw out your J wall. Yes, she was super excited to hear it. She was like, "Oh, finally!" No, she didn't say that. We were both bummed out, but totally understood. If it's not fun to do, then, no matter how much it costs or how prestigious it is to own one or whatever your feelings are on a J wall, then obviously don't paint it. And if it's if it's really bad, don't put it away. Just get rid of it. It's why fill up your house with stuff that makes you sad. And in the time it would have taken you to complete that J wall, you could paint 50 other paintings. You know, I think J walls are beautiful, but if you leave it up to computer rendering, you're just going to get that mishmash of color that only looks good when you're standing back, 10 to 20 feet from it, but painting it'll be a friggin' nightmare. There was somebody did a comparison video. Maybe it was it Lynette did a comparison of uh it was a J Wall painting, but it was like from Diamond Painting Deutschland and the, the one with the diamond art, I think. And she put it away in the trash can. Yeah, and the one with the diamond art, and she painted both paintings, and she said that the one with the diamond art was rendered very similarly to um, how DAC would render a painting, and so she was like, "Yeah, the color and all is better on the diamond painting Deutschland, as far as like getting close to what it looks like on the actual real life painting itself. But the rendering is much clearer defined on the DAC style rendering, where it's like hand rendered. So it lacks some detail and depth of color, but much easier to paint, and the image is much clearer. So it's a bummer um, that J-Wall has such beautiful paintings, and they used to be like she used to be signed with DAC, but I don't know the story behind whatever reason that was that she left DAC, or DAC didn't renew the contract or whatever. I don't know what that is all about. All I know is that it's a bummer that she's not there because she's got beautiful artwork, and I think DAC's rendering is really nice. And I think the two of those things could have went together super well. Excuse me. All right, let's go back to some fun reds. So we're gonna do red number 7. Ooh, look at that! Oh goodness gracious, jewelry. Oh, my wife is like, "Hey, drink something." Thank you, honey. Good looking out. TAC isn't even producing JWALs anymore due to the complication of it. That was their posting on it. Oh wow, so it was just incredibly hard to render through their rendering process. Ah, okay, okay. I see, Tracy. So you went with diamond, the one with the diamond art. Did you go with one with the? I'm not certain. You went with the one with the diamond art because you liked the rendering better, but it was too pixelated, or you went with diamond painting Deutschland because it was closer to the actual painting, but the rendering sucked because it was computer rendered and it just had a billion colors in it. it would have been way too expensive to do it justice. Ah, okay. Oh, you went with the one with the diamond art and still didn't like it. Hmm. Do you think the one with the diamond art is a good diamond painting company to buy paintings from? It just the J wall you didn't like, or was it the rendering process through the one with the diamond art?
Oh, I think that's the company that has that picture of Jason Momoa.
Sandy wants a diamond painting of Jason Momoa so bad, and she found one, and for whatever reason, she hasn't bought it yet. Probably because it's from a scam website. I mean, quite honestly, the last thing that I want in my house is a diamond painting of Jason Momoa staring at me, going, "You don't look like this."
I already
Like
got Legolas. If I want him, I'll go get him.
Legolas is not a contender. That Legolas is not a man I aspire to be. Sorry, there are there are plenty of hot dudes out there that I would be like, I would date him. Um, Legolas not a contender. Like I don't know why, but for some weird reason, like I would totally go on a date with Nick Offerman. If you know who that is, then you know. But I think that that would be a, a very interesting time. Like to me, like if I if I was a woman or I was into dudes, I would find appealing. I don't know if this is gonna sound dumb, or maybe it'll make sense to you ladies, but a man with rough hands, not nasty craggy hands like never seen lotion a day in their lives and he works concrete. Not that bad, but like I don't know, just like tradesman hands, because I feel like whoever owns those hands probably has something realistic and interesting to say, and they've probably done some pretty cool things. I don't know, because it's weird. Because the place where I work, there's a lot of office guys, lot lot of six figure and seven figure office guys, soft hands, and I'm just like, wow, dude, I'm I'm bored just looking at you. Nice as can be, but that's about it. Like we certainly wouldn't be going on any sort of adventure, that's for sure. Like if there was a motor vehicle representation of a dude, it would be a Mercedes Benz lifted truck. Like high class mud bogging. Can you picture that, Sandy? A Mercedes Benz lifted truck. Like computer touchscreen, everything, leather everywhere, all of the options, but just lifted like 7 feet in the air, like Bigfoot, and just covered in dents and mud on the outside, but an absolute palace on the inside. Your average working hands, so you're a handman. There are so many jokes there that I'm just not gonna. Oh, you had problems with the glue on your painting. Oh man. Oh, that's well. Before I invest in the diamond painting Deutschland, I know who I'm going to ask more in depth questions about that. Absolutely. I think some of the artwork on that website though was really nice. Maybe you just happen to get a bum canvas. I already know Lizette's opinion. She's pretty much going to choose diamond painting Deutschland every time. Born a man with a slow hand. I don't even know what that phrase means. What the heck is a slow hand? Really? What? I don't know. My putty's heating up. Starting to get stringy. Do I have snow yet in Oklahoma? Do you know where Oklahoma is? No, we did not have snow. Is it's been like for the last few days it's been high 70s and I think it struck 80 either yesterday or today. Now don't get me wrong, I would love to have snow. It's snowing right now. Where are you at, Mystical? Where it's snowing? I want to go where you are. I forget her address. She's probably like, you sent me stuff like twice. How do you not know? And I'm like, I don't keep everyone's address in my head. That would be a cool party trick if I could. Mm. Northeast Pennsylvania. Yep, that makes sense. That makes sense. Tracy's got snow as well. Like the both of y'all are just snow. Northeast Pennsylvania. I bet it's beautiful. You guys might find it annoying, but I would just be like, oh,
It's beautiful until you have to get out and move around in it.
yeah. I'd just be like, man, if it if it could start snowing like Thanksgiving and last all the way until like the end of the first week of January, like perfect holiday season with snow on the ground, have that white Christmas that I've never seen in like 30 years. See kids out playing, having snowball fights and riding their sleds. Carolers dressed in their warm clothes and long coats. Just all of the Charles Dickens kinds of things that you think about when you think about, a white Christmas and a snowy holiday season. It's a totally different vibe when you see like a house decked out in like, Christmas lights and all, but it's like 70 degrees at night. There's something about the glow of Christmas lights in the snow that just really brings it home. Like, yeah, this is Christmas time. These are Christmas lights. You know what I mean? Like, she says, she says it's slushy and yucky, not the stick to trees pretty. You won't see any of that around here that went out with Charles Dickens or just on a Hallmark movie. We have houses decorated to see and the boulevards decorated, and that's about it. And then you have the real world. Ah, she's still laughing about Jason Momoa. I mean, come on. I'm walking through the hallways of my house, and there's freaking Jason Momoa staring at me, and it'll be super bad because like I know they're gonna put like fairy dust on his abs so they sparkle and draw your attention straight to the abs, and I'm just like, I don't need that in my life. I don't need that in my own home. I'll feel attacked. He'll be judging me every time I walk past the painting. I'll just feel him judging me. Like I do all the man stuff that he does. Like I got a motorcycle, just like he got a motorcycle, but he has more manly motorcycles and he rides them looking more manly than I do. So I'd still lose. And she doesn't want just any Jason Momoa painting. Like it's got to be like the Aquaman
No.
Jason Momoa because he's like sopping wet, wearing the skin tight green superhero costume with the extra muscles that you got to get to be in a superhero movie. Just oh god, she's gonna bring up a picture to for y'all to see. This is how bad it is. She's got a picture
I do
of
not.
another man
It
saved
was
on her
one.
phone.
It was one diamond painting.
Why do you have access to it so quickly?
I don't. I'm trying to find it.
Uh huh. I think you're faking trying to find it. You know where that painting is. You know right where it is. Trying to be like I can't remember where I saw it. You probably look at that painting twice a day. Put him in the washroom. Yes, yes, in the bathroom, right next to the mirror. Yes, just wake up in the morning and look through groggy eyes and just be like, "Hi, Jason." Come on, Sandy. The people are waiting.
I can't find it.
Ah, maybe it's been discontinued. Yes.
I don't even know if I'm in the right website.
Hot Wheels Nut. Amazing work you're doing. Do you sell any of these? What do you mean? And Ghost Flipper in the house. What are we making? Um, Ghost. This is it's a diamond painting. Obviously, you've heard me talking these before. You see the picture that's down here at the bottom. That's what we're painting. This is just a small section of it. Um, but no, I don't sell diamond paintings, but I sell the tools that help diamond painters make their paintings look their best. Things like this tray to hold all the little diamonds, or this diamond painting pen in festive holiday colors, or even this thing, which I call a canvas window, which is meant to section off a canvas and keep your drills nice and straight inside of the adjustable work area. But I see you're a first time chatter, so Hot Wheels, thank you very much for being here. We really, really appreciate it. And Tracy wants to know, how's the cat? It's, that's not Jason Momoa.
No, but it's cute. It's a
Oh, well, yes, I'll certainly show that one on stream. I'm sure it's not showing Jason Momoa. Yeah, let me see that one. See, now this is a painting I would approve of. Like, look at that. Look at that. That That is a beautiful painting. A boxer dog with wings. Like, come on.
for our boxes.
Yeah, for our boxers, yes, because we had three beautiful boxers. They've all gone on uh, to great beyond. They crossed the Rainbow Bridge. We loved them all. So that would be an awesome painting. And now we have a cat who hates me, except for in the mornings for some weird reason. She's just fine with me in the morning, but I come home from work until the morning, she's like, "What the f- are you doing here?" And I'm like, "I live here." And she looks at me with a look that says, "For now." I think she's plotting. So we need to find Jason Momoa with a dog. Oh, you know what? I need to add all the mod stuff on here. I forgot. Ghost, did I make you a mod in this stream? I can't remember if I did. Now, ladies, I don't know if I've introduced you to Ghost. Ghost has been here before. Ghost is he's the scorekeeper for the online pinball tournaments that I used to run. Very good friend. I always trust his opinion, and he is quite the opposite of the of the previous visitor that we had. So no worries about Ghost there, ladies. Ghost is actually responsible for banning people from my Twitch stream. So um, if anybody knows the rules even better than I do, it's Ghost. Ghost, I pop into the other Discord, man, to say what's up, try to get a game in of Liar's Bar with you or whatever, but you always seem to be doing other stuff, which I guess the same could be said for me. But me and Firebird played some Liar's Bar. Uh, I think it was a couple of weeks ago. Oh my god, that mess was fun, and Liar's Poker is ridiculously cool. So we're definitely gonna have to get together and do that sooner rather than later, my man. You blocked a bunch of people. Block turned cheap. Oh wow. The new additions are great. Yes, a lot of those will those automated blocks and stuff that you just set up will help tremendously. The bot blockers and stuff like that. Thank you very much for that, Ghost. I just set up StreamerBot, in here to do automated um, postings for the Diamond Painting Discord. I've turned them off for now because I don't have the settings just right. So it was spamming my chat with hey, come hang out on my Discord. Like every 5 minutes, it was making a post, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna have to tune that. He sells Jason Momoa paintings. No, I do not. I do not sell Jason Momoa paintings. And oh my god, if I did, Sandy, can you imagine the cash revenue from selling Jason Momoa diamond
No.
paintings? Wow. I certainly wouldn't be making 3D printed parts, baby. I'd be on the Jason Momoa money train. Let's go. Can you imagine how many fairy dust and AB drills I'd have to put in a painting to accurately depict his shiny wet Aquaman body? Do you know that would be an expensive painting? That's a lot of specialty drills. Ghost is probably like, "What the did you just say?" Yes, I will admit it. I just said Jason Momoa's shiny wet Aquaman body. Please do not go back and tell the boys I said that, okay? Don't do that. Because when I get over to the Discord, they're just gonna spam me with Jason Momoa pictures if you do that. So please do not do that. Oh no, they've revoked my man card. Oh, that is look at that straight line of drills, like the gapping in that is oof. Should be solid now. So no clipping, not that I'm aware of, no. Turn the ruler into Jason Momoa. Tracy over here is stuck on Jason Momoa, boy. She
I
is
can't find it. I don't remember what.
she is all about it. I know how to find it. Am I gonna tell you how to find it? Heck no.
No, I found a whole bunch of other ones, but it's not the one I was first saw.
Well, maybe Jason Momoa was like,
I thought
"Hey,
it was one with the diamond art.
why would the one with the diamond art have Jason
I
Momoa?"
don't know, but I
No,
thought it
but the
was
one
one.
with the diamond art does have those artistic.
Yes,
Uh,
they do have some adult paintings.
yes, they do have some adult paintings, and I'm like, that does not need to be depicted in shiny diamonds. That already draws enough attention in and of itself. There's no need to make that shiny. Oh yeah, there is some serious weird gapping there with that line. No, I mean you didn't want me clipping it. Oh God, no! Please, did you clip? No, please, God, do not. Oh fuck, no! If you clip that, bro, do you want to get demoted? You see, ladies, they even my own peeps, people that's supposed to have my back, they trolling. Many, 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 man. Jason needs to sparkle like the vampires in Twilight movies. You know,
No,
if they actually did like a spoof movie of like Twilight movies, and Jason Momoa was Edward Cullen, like that would be a movie I would watch. I really would.
don't lie. You already watched all the Twilights too.
I you know what I Twilight's a guilty pleasure for me. I'll admit it. Okay, I'll admit it. I'll admit it. It is. It's Romeo and Juliet with vampires and werewolves. It's there are there are worse movies to watch. I mean, have you seen Divergent? Ghost is probably thinking to himself, "Wow, Chris been hanging out with the ladies for a long time." Tracy says she'll help you find it. Oh God, Tracy is on Demarion again.
Is the what?
Demarion. You remember that one night we were talking about sexy vampires
Oh.
and some TV show with
Yeah,
the
it was. Yeah.
yeah, and we a spirited debate between which one of the vampires was
Stefan.
the sexiest. Is Stefan and Demarion?
No, it's not Demarion.
No, Stefan is somebody.
Damien.
Ghost Whipper's like, I'm out. Have a great night. Well, thank you very much for weeding out a lot of the bots, man. Appreciate that. Always very helpful, Ghost. Have a great evening, buddy. You will probably see me tomorrow. I might play some pinball since I'm home all day because I'll just be waiting on a delivery of boxes. So I might actually play some pinball tomorrow while I'm chilling out here at the house. Let's see. What are our next colors?
Well, that's gonna drive me crazy now until I can learn.
Demarion from Vampire Diaries. Yes.
Damien.
Damien. Damien. Well, somebody put. Oh, that was Tracy that typed in Demarion. So that's what I thought it was. See that's. See, Ghost, that's how you know that I don't watch this stuff like the ladies do, because I don't know the names. I just go with whatever they say, okay? So please don't clip that mess and try to get me trouble with the boys and have me go over there and they're like, oh, well, how was Vampire Diaries? And I'll have to be like, shut up. All right, so let's try to find out what this symbol is. This see the left side is white. Like that's what I feel like it is. And I don't see any others. So it's got to be number 41. Yeah, it's got to be number 41, which is these dark browns, these weird browns.
Well, it's already 12. I gotta be at work at the crack of dawn. That's all right. I could have had this finished if I wasn't looking for Jason Momoa. Not really.
What are you over there saying, Sandy?
I was saying I could have had this done if I wasn't quit. If I'd quit looking for Jason Momoa.
Nah. You would have been done already if you weren't looking for Jason Momoa.
Not really.
Yeah, yes, really. Yeah. See that's how you get in trouble. You spend all of your time. These just don't lay down as nicely. They don't fit in the placer as nicely either. It just. Hmm. Yeah, multi-placing with these definitely tough. Hmm. You found one of him on a beach, a diamond painting of Jason Momoa on a beach. Is that the one?
He's actually coming
He's coming out of the
out of
water.
the water.
Oh, is he Aquaman or is he
No,
just in the water?
no, it's just him.
God dang it! Now I want to look for it too because I'm interested to see what this painting is that you're so fascinated
I
of.
showed it to you, but it's been quite a while. You just forgot.
Hmm.
If I see it, I'll remember it.
Oh,
Oh, most of these I'm second.
yes, you've seen Divergent, read the books. The Divergent series was terrible. That's what I thought too. See what happens when I don't paint when you're live. Did you just spend all your time looking for Jason Momoa pics for my wife? Yes, you painting while I'm live is good luck for me. I need you painting. I need everybody painting. It's more fun that way. A lot of people think diamond painting is a solitary sport. It's not. It's a team sport.
You can have somebody not painting so they can keep the conversation going.
Well, I mean, yes, but no, everybody can still paint. And it is 7 p.m. in Hawaii. Where the heck is my B? Somebody go on Discord and message B and be like, "Hey, get in here." And I know she saw the YouTube notification. I know she saw it. And if she didn't, she need to turn her notifications on. I miss my B. Where's my B? Come on, B. She's been very busy and having a tough time with some things, but that's okay. She can come here, hang out with friends. Excuse me. Mm, yeah, tune up my pen. It ain't acting right. See if I can multiplace a little better. Like, come on. Cool. Had to double check myself. Like, did I do that right? Somebody asked a question on the, oh, what do I think overall of the painting? Oh, well, um, I'm not sure about the colors. I understand that there's a price point to be met, so you can only make a canvas so large. You can only put so much detail in it. But like this Santa stocking here with all this gray, it just it I don't know. I believe that it's supposed to be in shadow because the room is relatively dark that it's going in. but I'm not sure. But what I'm noticing is that the more that I fill this section up, the more gapping in the drills that I'm noticing, and that's just due to uneven drill size. I think these are acrylic drills. I'm getting used to how tall the drills are, which is good. And I think I figured out that I just need to use a lot more putty in my placer, because of the uneven height of the drills, and that makes picking them up for multi-placing easier. So I think over time, my opinion of the canvas could get better, or it could get a whole lot worse. As I fill this section of the canvas up with drills, if this section ends up getting complete and there's still a lot of gapping in there, I'll be disappointed. Like, oh man. Will it stop me from completing the canvas? No, because I think overall that the picture is going to be nice. It just, the painting experience might not be as nice as it could be. Like so far, even if I'm working in a section like in this section here where I've completely filled it in, there was never a point where I got that nice crunch when you put drills into a section close together. I never got that. Um, so a little disappointed that there's so much space around the drills. So this canvas definitely reminds me of, like, okay, when people talk about a looser DAC canvas, from back in the day, before they tightened their grids, like this is what it must have been like, um, to paint on those, um, pre spring of 2024 canvases. Like this must be what they're talking about. Is it going to stop me from diamond painting on this canvas and having fun? No. But yeah, it's definitely noticeable that like things aren't fitting together the way that I would expect. So I think as I get the DAC canvas out of my head because I'm spending more time with this canvas, um, I'll get more used to this canvas, and placing the drills on it, things will start to go faster. The picture will fill in. I'll start going, oh, that was a nice section that I completed. And when you complete sections and you're just like, ah, yeah, okay, I start to see the picture forming. Like Tracy, when you were like, oh, that's a Christmas tree when you're doing your painting. And it starts to come to life and the drills start to fill in and make little sections of picture, and you're just like, oh yeah. Then you just kind of forget that, oh well, this canvas has some technical issues that I don't care for, because at the end of the day it's still going to make a pretty picture. Come on, really? Thank you. The square drills from Make Market, I'm noticing they're arched, not flat. That makes placement difficult. Yeah, the Make Market rounds are better.
Oh, Chris, you remember that one painting from a different place that um, you wanted to buy the great big version?
Yeah, that was the one with the diamond art.
Okay, I thought that's where I found it.
Yeah,
Jesus, yeah, I'm looking
it's
for it.
the name of the painting is called the Bond.
Yeah, the bond.
Yep, the Bond, Bond, the Bond. It's a bond between
It was between her and
like an elf girl and like a dragon. It's kind of like a side profile portrait where their heads are touching together. And like the largest version of it costs like $225, and it's 5 feet by 5 feet. I believe that's 150 centimeters by 150. So 150 by 150. I don't know. Those people who understand maple units, they're gonna have to tell me. Cause this is America and we use freedom units. Our maple doesn't come from trees; it comes from Canada. If you get it, you get it. $200 for a diamond painting, I would be divorced. Which, if he buys another printer, might happen. Oh, you're well. I mean, it depends. If like me, he's buying printers because maybe he's gonna start a side hustle or something like that. Then maybe not a bad investment. But if he's just buying them as like toys and gadgets, I mean, who am I to say that a man's toys aren't worth it? You know. Yeah, really packing my placer with way more putty than I would normally put in there to kind of make up the difference for the uneven height of the drills certainly makes them easier to pick up. So now I can multi-place a little better. The only problem with that is because now there's so much putty that like it's super challenging to actually like stick the drills to the canvas. Mhm. 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 All right, Tracy. Have a great night. Thank you so much for hanging out. Oh, they are acrylic. Okay. Yeah, bad gapping. It's very nice seeing you tonight, Tracy. Maybe you'll feel better tomorrow and we can paint together tomorrow. I enjoy painting together with you guys. You may be the one doing a side job with him, you just don't know with what yet. You know, I bought a 3D printer just because, I'd well, one, I needed it for a different project that I was doing. And it was helpful for that. Um, but it was just kind of making the one part, and I was using it to make the odd thing or the dumb little plastic toy that I found to download somewhere, but I hadn't really put it to real use. Um, and now that I am, I'm just like, oh wow, this is like it's a handy tool, but it's also great for production oriented tasks. I think the bad approach is that if you're if you're buying a bunch of 3D printers without a goal in mind, um, like it's okay to buy a 3D printer because you're like, oh, this is a cool technology. I want to get into it and see what it's all about. Make a make a few cool things. Just as like a project or whatever. Like, hey, cool. But if you buy a 3D printer and then try to figure out like, oh, I bought this for business. I don't have a business idea yet. Then I think you're gonna you might get frustrated or get into trouble or something like that. So I think in order to get the most out of a 3D printer, um, you have to either look at it as a cool hobby where you can, make things, learn a new skill or something like that, be creative, take what's in your head and bring it to life physically, by 3D modeling it and then printing it, until it's something you can hold in your hand. But I think there's a lot of people that, watch a couple of YouTube videos and they're like, they see that title on the YouTube video that says, hey, I went to my local craft fair and I made $30,000 in a single weekend. And they're like, great, I'm going to go out and buy 5 3D printers and have a print farm in my guest bedroom and make tens of thousands of dollars. Like, those are the printers that you see on Facebook Marketplace. Either that or somebody buys like a super, super cheap printer off of Amazon for like, you know, a couple of $100 or even $100. I've seen some of them. And then it doesn't work right and they get clogs and jams and tangles and the prints don't stick to the build plate. They get frustrated and they end up on Facebook Marketplace. So I really don't like those videos where they're like, oh, 3D printing made me $10,000, this month. I really don't like those. Oh, you have a resin printer and a smaller 3D printer. I printed everything so far for my diamond painting setup and things around the house. Cool, cool, cool. Yeah, being able to make yourself a useful tool um, is great. I will say that for the for the time involved to wait on a tool that you need right now, just go to the store and buy it. it's it's faster than waiting on a 3D printer to make it. But a 3D printer is great if you need a specific tool, right? A tool that's so specific to the task that you want to do that you can't go and buy it. So you have to design it, model it, build it, and print it yourself so that it does exactly what you want it to do. That that is what a 3D printer is for. That's how I got started um, with my current business. Is yeah, there's tools that already exist, but I didn't like any of those. So I was like, you know what? I'll make my own because I want it to work in a very specific way. That's the way that I want it to work. I had a particular idea about how it should work and how it should be made. And my choices were to find somebody else who did it in a way that I liked, settle for what I saw and was just like, okay, then that'll do. Or learn how to 3D model and design it and build it myself, print it myself, or just don't even try. So I was like, you know what? Let me try to figure out how to make it myself. So I always tell people, if they ask me, why did I make it a certain way? Why didn't I do this? Or why didn't I do that? Or people would love it if you did this. And I'm like, I don't give a fuck about any of them other people. I don't care what they want. I I make tools for me, and if you think the tools that I make for me will work awesome for you, great. Like that's the way I view it, which might be weird to some people. But every new design that I come out with, that's the place it comes from. Is like, do I like this? Is it gonna work for me? Is it gonna serve my purpose? Is it gonna accomplish the task that I need to accomplish? What's cool about my tools is that they're kind of becoming not open source, but an open ended project because people buy my tools and it's clearly labeled as having a specific purpose, but then they use it in ways that I'm just like, well, I didn't see that coming, which is super cool. I'm just like, I made this tool for squares. And they're like, well, I use it for nothing but rounds and it's awesome. And I'm like, what?
But I do need to sit down. My feet hurt. Okay, I guess I'm done for the night. Where's my Did it fall off?
I don't think I've watched any TV tonight. I think I literally came home and I sat down at the computer. I did some shipping stuff. We created some labels to box up some stuff. And then I basically worked on the stream for a little bit. And then I decided, well, since I worked on the stream for a little bit, I guess I'll go ahead and test out the work that I did, make sure everything works the way that I want. So I'll just go ahead and stream. And so pretty much I did a little bit of work and then I went straight to hanging out with you guys, which is awesome. Sometimes it's good to not immediately zone out in front of the TV. Now, mystical, that resin printer, you want to be you want to be careful with that because those fumes in and of itself are harmful. So make sure you're in a well ventilated area and even using a respirator um, when you're messing with that resin. And that resin in and of itself, make sure that you're wearing gloves because that resin in and of itself, while it's not caustic, um, it can be a severe skin irritant. So, just want you to be safe. Resin printing is no joke. 3D printing in and of itself too is no joke because remember, you are essentially melting plastic at a high temperature. And when you do that, if you've ever burned any kind of plastic, you know that it has a smell. There are fumes that come off of it. Now, I live in a crappy shack of a house. There's very little difference between like a 40-year-old outdoor shed and my actual house. So it's very drafty. So I'm not, concerned about running 3D printers in here. But depending on what I 3D print with, stuff like ABS, yeah, I need to leave a window open because that ABS will make your head spin. So make sure you read up about it, especially if you're working with a new material and be safe. Oh, it's designated to the resin printer is outside the house. It's outside shed. Heck yeah, that's the smart thing to do for sure. Yep. Get you a Get you a fan in both sides of the shed so you have positive and negative air pressure to suck those fumes out. Yeah. Hmm. Did I get them all? Nope. Now I think I got them all. Nope. They're just hiding all up in here. Oh, here's another one right here. Wow, look at this. Look at this gapping right here. Like that's crazy. The PLA and the silks and some glow in the dark, but that's all. Not touching the smelly stuff. But just remember, any filament is not great to be smelling while you're melting or burning it. Remember, a 3D printer is essentially a hot glue gun um, that moves on its own. All right, nice. Well, Mystical, I think I'm gonna go ahead and call it. That was a fun time. I've been streaming for right at 3 hours. So awesome, awesome. I'm gonna go hang out with my cat and my wife. So so I really had fun talking to you ladies. Tracy, thank you so much for hanging out too. And Ghost, thank you very much for stepping in, doing your mod thing, helping me get the stream set up nice and tight and right. So I will see y'all tomorrow, and have a great night. I love you guys. Peace.